Hello, and welcome back to Nick's Hobbies and Interests.
Hello. For those of you that have followed the channel, this last week I have been in terrible pain with my back. I was outside moving fence panels, moving stuff around, doing some work, and I'd done something, I believe, to the muscle. So for the last week, it was last Thursday, I've been in pain. To give you an idea, my posture is now back to normal. I can now hold my back up straight, where before, this last week, I've been hunched over in this position, just off at an angle, not been able to stand up straight, at least not for very long. Part of the reason of that, the recovery process anyway, is just exercise, walking, warm baths, or hot baths even, not even just warm, but a hot bath every night. Laying flat on the floor, you know what? Find a hard surface. If you've got back problems, find a hard surface and lay flat down on the floor. Just lay there for, whether it's just 5 minutes if you can, if you're a patient enough person and you have got back issues, find a nice hard surface. But the reason I make this video is because if it helps me, hopefully it's going to help somebody else. Another piece of equipment I've actually used, and it is painful, especially when you've got back issues, because it pushes you further back than you should, in theory, be going. But I've got a WonderCore piece of workout equipment, and basically it allows you, when you're doing sit-ups, it allows you to go further back than a typical 180 sort of degree line. To give you an idea, I'll show you the piece of equipment now.
I have, if you're interested, got a clip of me using it. I only do 2 sit-ups and then my back was in pain, but I have got a video that I captured on my mobile phone. I'll put it at the end.
Instead of doing a sit-up on the floor, where you are just limited to how far back you lean, this WonderCore piece of equipment does take you further back. If it's 180, I'd imagine it takes you to 200, maybe 220 degrees backwards. I'm just trying to think of the degree line of where you would be when you come to stop. I think it's probably about 200, because you're just going just further than 180. But yeah, I've been using that. It has been painful and very uncomfortable, but I was determined not to stay all hunched over, not to allow that to be my form. I haven't gone to doctors, I haven't gone and had a massage from some parlour or something, but just from being at home, exercising, relaxing in the bath, just stuff like that has been my back's not fully recovered. I've still got pain, but it has allowed me to at least stand up and be more mobile and be walking around. I mean, I've been able to walk to the local shop. I've walked down the I've walked down the garden, but I am still a bit limited. To give you an idea, the light box that I do all my filming in is actually behind the camera now on the floor. When I do move that into place to actually plug it in and be using it, that of course does require some lifting, but then you're constantly, when you're holding the camera or you have the camera positioned, you are constantly leaning forward over the light box to position the camera, and then of course you are crouching, putting something in the light box, pulling it out. It is a difficult one to do when you've got back problems. If I was to take this down my cabin, the light box that is, I of course could lift it up to work level surface, but then again you'd be climbing up higher to put the camera in a position. But yes, every time I do want to do something, let's say I want to do a train video that I've missed previous Monday, that's going to require getting the light box out, getting the train out, getting it all done. What else have I missed? I've missed something else, haven't I? Did the Resident Evil figure. I didn't do any pop vinyls, but that, once again, light box. My friend Danny did say I should do them all in one go. I might not have to, I don't have to publish them all in one go, but if I get the light box out, let's say this afternoon, I can get pop vinyl out. Let's just take, I've got Avengers here, the, what's his name, Vision. Let's just say that was the one I was going to review. Review that, or at least record that at the same time I do a train video, let's say the Eurostar, for instance. If I do them both together, yes, I'm in discomfort, but it's only for that short period of time of doing it just once. Then I can edit them together, I can publish one, schedule the other one in for a later release. So I might do that a bit more often, at least until my back gets better, and then I can just jump around all the time and do what I want. So yeah.
Alright, if you've got this far, you've listened to me waffle about my back and plans, etc. Let's actually take a look at the WonderCore itself. So all of it's pretty much adjustable, it's spring loaded. There is quite a bit of pressure to it, but maybe that's just because I'm weak at the moment and can't actually push it all the way down. You do have, of course, pins to lock everything in place. So, for instance, later on when we go to put it away, I'll show you just how that works. You, of course, do have the attachment for the rowing machine. Or I say the rowing, it's those cords that you pull back and forth at least. There is plenty of tutorials online. I checked this out. I checked out reviews before buying it way back when. I've had this piece of equipment for a little while now. They did climb in price. This piece of equipment, I think I bought for about 80 quid. After COVID hit and everyone was going into isolation, the prices shot up, didn't they? It's quite compact, easy to use, easy to put away, doesn't take up too much space. It's a very handy piece of equipment. So you've seen the WonderCore in its seated position. I'm going to cut to the next shot where it is now locked back in on the lower form, or its lower positioning. And now from this position, it's very easy to put it away. When you have both hands, I mean, I'm going to try and do this one-handed with the camera in the other hand, so it's going to look a bit awkward and finicky, but trust me, it's a matter of just pulling the pin out, folding down the leg at the far end, or where the rowing mechanic is. That just flops down, then you can lock it back in place and push it up against the wall or under a bed, anywhere where you've got the space for it then. But honestly, it's very compact, easy for storage reasons. Now, I've not put it in a cupboard or put it under the bed, but as you can see, it's just tucked there to the side in the corner of the room. Like I say, it folds up really nicely. And now the joke, me trying to give it a go. Like I say, I only managed 2, but trust me, I was in agony afterwards. My back could not take this. If you're fit, then it is fine, but when you are struggling, maybe don't do this straight away. I was a fool to think 1 week was safe enough. I was fed up. It was a week I've been like this, and I wanted to push myself, and using the machine, yeah, oh, it messed me up for the rest of the day. But anyway, I said this would be at the end of the video, and I meant it. If you have got this far, there's one last treat for you. The dog spoilt my moment by barking. The outtake is at the end. Thank you for watching. Take care.
I've waffled long enough. I'll probably edit this out or chop it up. So yeah, we'll have a look. I'll show you that video clip of me using the piece of equipment.